go. And tab you this edit. I love how it always says I'm entertainment instead of game. Editors. Looking. There we go. Alright, sorry about that. Twitch. All right. Sorry about that. They kind of pushed the broadcast back like last minute on me, and can you guys hear the music? Okay, you can. All right. Just making sure everything's all right. Won't be too long. The match starts at 8, so we're gonna be a little bit. I'm still on RuneScape, finishing up dailies for Blue Archive and stuff. So don't mind me while we do this. Sheesh. Ghost Nation, AFK at school. Yeah, c'est pas cool ça. League of Legends comes first. Mr. Ghost Nation be inting. You heard it here yourself from the Glizz Master himself. League of Legends and this we're gonna put tournament casting. There we go. I've just been doing the same thing for a while in RuneScape. It's just that time of the year where we be playing them games and we be having some fun. But hey, we get to see more FCC tonight. That's gonna be pretty cool. But it feels like it's been a while since I've cast Mr. FCC. I thought that was a good fixing Rush Fly for a second. That would have been so cool. I can close my sus tabs. Ta cam est pas assez zoom. Huh? What do you mean my cam's not zoomed in enough? Oh, what? Huh? And Mr. Thomas Godin, thank you for the sub, my brother. Are you, I remember seeing that name, but I don't recall where. Well, but welcome to the live stream, my dude. Remember to ring that notification bell. We have daily uploads at midnight and specifically at 10 a.m. on Tuesdays and Saturdays. FCC, you won't like mess with me. I know your name is Floa. I know this is you commenting in my channel. Hey, if you want to pick Ezreal, look, it's an easy AD carry to play. You know, it's not that bad, and honestly, it doesn't look too bad in a lot of the team comps you guys try to play, anyways, right? So. Don't worry. I'm good at remembering names. And I remember because I asked Ghost Nation. I told Ghost Nation about your clip. He's like, who the fuck's FCC? I'm like, Family Car Crash. What else am I supposed to call him? Well, yeah, fucking Glizzy McThroat, because apparently Ghost Nation is sucking la womp womp dick, right? Yeah, man, my girl's gooning. Damn, that's crazy. Oh. Hey, you know, gooning is a healthy part of an adult's life, okay? Sometimes you have urges, and the urges need to be let go. It's not... There's nothing wrong with gooning, okay? It's perfectly healthy. Just don't do it in public. If you're in the safety of your own home, man, I say who gives a fuck. But I've got a goon station right here, like right next to me. But I'm not gonna be stupid enough to press play on the video. If I do, I'm gonna get banned on YouTube, man. Hey. She's your jungler. Oh, shit. Well, I mean, she's got 20 minutes. But then again, you know, girls kind of don't get tired when they goon, right? They kind of get more excited. So I don't know. Maybe she's just gonna like Tsukuyomi herself in her own genjutsu. So who knows? That's like the real question. Wait, why did my music stop? Come on. Give me my champs love music. Oh hell yeah. La da, 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 da. Let me just make the post on the tweeters or the x.com. Donkey Kong music? What do you mean Donkey Kong music? You want me to put the Donkey Kong music on? Yeah, we can put the Donkey Kong music on. It's not champ select yet, so yeah, we can. Which do you have a preference as to which Donkey Kong song you want to hear? Because I just put it on the playlist. But if you can name an area or a song that you want, I'll put it on. For Donkey Kong specifically. Because I have about 90% of the DK music on this fucking playlist. Right now, it's Together We Ride for Fire Emblem! Did you guys play Super Smash Brothers? My old boss used to be really good at playing Marth, and his little brother was amazing at playing Ike. More bongo, better it is. Alright, bongos. What has bongos in Donkey Kong music? Bongos. Give me a second, I gotta think. Does this work? This is Monkey Smash. It's the music for the multiplayer. But yeah, there's not much bongos. Let me see. There's a little bit of drum in the background, but what about this? Ah, there you go. This has the bongos. Oh, I like smiling. Turns out it's healthy. Oh, Chad just got a DM. I'm a little scared to click on a George Floyd link. I think I'll do so off stream, bro. No offense. It seems a little bit sussy-wussy. But I think I get the comment. Don't worry. Respect. But let's see, what's the emote of the day? Has it refreshed? Nope, it's still lesbians playing together. Crazy. Oh, I gotta stretch it up. Oof. I don't know, récemment j'ai mal au cou. Et un peu à l'épaule. I don't know what I did. Hopefully it gets better soon, because this, oof, it's kind of painful. Win a game with 3 different champions. Oh, yeah, I won a game with Kaisa. Reste 12 jours à la Battle Pass. Oof. Who's Alibaba 76? Alright, so we have a lobby. Oh, current passive. The new passive for Thorn's Ring Drain. Restore 1 mana per second. Increase to 2 for 5 seconds after damaging a champ. Restore 45% of this as HP if manaless. Woo! Okay. That's really good. We don't have bans today because of ESOB. There you go. I totally did not have an implication in inviting a person to the lobby. I just, want to be professional, start on time. Not that I have anywhere else to be. I'll be 100% honest. But hey, the sooner we start, the sooner we end, the sooner I can go back to being a slave in RuneScape, alright? And I'm not saying that because I want to be a slave in RuneScape. I'm saying that because I've been doing this damn thing for 40 hours. I'd like to record progress on the account, but I can't do that if I'm casting. But also, I have to get lucky and get the damn job, So it's like, Moi, si j'arrivais tard à ma job, 30 minutes, bro, j'avais plus de job. If you hear me yapping, but I'm not typing, or typing, but I'm not yapping, just assume something's going on. But hey, it's okay. You guys are here to watch a goddamn League of Legends cast, and we've got you with some early content. Unlike La LQL, which, you know, is very slow to start, here at Fallen Sanctum Incorporated, we do our best to start on time, and if not, a few minutes earlier, you know? It's not even 8 p.m. yet. And we're already getting the draft ready for you guys. So that way at 8, you guys can be in game. Big brain. The things I do for you guys. Okay, so we have Glizzy on support here? No, Glizzy jungle. Ayo, okay. As we are about to get into Champ Select, though, I am gonna have to go back to the casting playlist. So I do apologize for those that really enjoyed the Donkey Kong music, but you know, we gotta keep it League of Legends themed while League of Legends activities are happening. But the Donkey Kong music will be back eventually by popular demand. And, you know, donation and sub incentives, you know, if you guys want the Donkey Kong playlist played for a stream, we'll play it for a stream, you know. I am not a picky person. I'm reward motivated, let's just say that much, because I'm a good boy. Alright, as we get ready here to get into the draft for game number 1. Oh. Oh. See here. Alright, we are ready. So we're getting into the draft, ladies and gentlemen. So Twinkies on blue, High7 on red. We got Silver Band, Gangplank Band, and of course the classic FCC champions, Vayne, Twitch. Let's see what the third band here for Twinkies is. It's going to be a respect band towards the Monkey King himself. Volibear also going to be taken away from, I want to say Too Hard. I don't know. It often gets banned against Too Hard, but I've never seen him play the champion. And then again, I thought he was a Shen main. So, what do I know? I'm just a caster at the end of the day. So we got the Zinzal here locked in for Twinkies. A takeaway here from our boy. Ooh, wow. FCC being spat in the face. The card was being stolen away, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, okay. We're throwing down the min. Bizun wants the business deal. He wants the business deal to come through. He's like, hey, I'm the better AD carry. I'm going to steal this shit from you. I'm going to beat your ass in the lane. I'm going to get a pet to kill. Ha-ha! Alright, here we got Mel. The Morgana could be support, could also be flex, jungle, or mid, but I mean, it's kind of, it's a questionable pick right now, at least to know exactly where it's going. So it's more of like a pseudo flex option. It's not fantastic in the Zinzal by any means. I mean, it kind of does stop the knockup, but Morgana doesn't build any HP besides the Leandri, so yeah, she kind of gets one shot by his in combo anyways. So we've got Braum and Mel. Now, honestly, if that is the bot lane we end up seeing, that's a bot lane that's fantastic at killing Kog'Maw. Even through a black shield, there's a lot of damage. But we're likely to see FCC here on an 80 carry. And this mid lane pick, more than likely for Mel, gonna be for Ghost Nation. As much as I'd love to see FCC on a main, I want to see him on an 80 carry. Okay, so it is Morgana mid or Morgana jungle. Maybe this is something that High7 have practiced, because with the Lulu lock in here from the side of High7, it's really obvious that it's not Morgana support. And I, at least from my recollective memory, I don't believe Lulu is playable in any other lane than support. At least not outside of like Earth or random gimmick game modes like that. So Lucian going to be taken away here from FCC. We're looking to get rid of some oppressive style AD carries that are good in the early to mid game. My next guess would probably be Kai'Sa? Or unless we're scared of like the likes of a Draven, but Kai'Sa Braum not necessarily the best duo. Draven Braum neither. And I mean, honestly, Lulu Kog'Maw kind of just a threatening bot lane, really hard to kill, especially at that level 6, because Lulu gets so much peel, heal, and shield value out of Wild Growth for the little coggers that you. Because in the Lulu lane, normally you gotta kill the Lulu, but it's a Kog'Maw, so if you leave him alone, you're just dead. It's a double-edged sword, because you normally always have to kill the enchanter first, because the enchanter is going to be enchanting their AD carry and leaving them open for damage. But we'll have to see. Okay, it looks like Dars is going to get the Olaf and the York banned away from him. We don't want no split-pushing shenanigans. And Set banned away here from Too Hard. Yeah, I mean, I think we saw him play Set once. It looked kind of nasty, and then he's never played it again. Alright, here we go now. Second round of picks. Ooh, Ebola here with the classic Vladimir. So this is a Morgana jungle counter pick into the Xin Zhao. So it's probably something that Roxanne has been working as like a counter style pick versus the Xin Zhao. It doesn't make much sense on paper, but we'll see if it unfolds to play well here during the draft. Not like Xin Zhao is a very invade heavy jungler anyways, but we'll see how these plays end up fighting. Okay, now I'm just confused. Is it Mel bot lane? Because if Nefiri's jungle, where do you put the Xin Zhao? If Nefiri's mid, where do you put Mel? Okay, so yeah, it is Mel AD carry. Okay. Alright. I mean, Nefiri does have a better matchup into Vladimir than Mel does. So it makes sense that the Mel was held as a flex pick. But I think the Mel was actually probably just intended as an AD carry pick. And now seeing the draft roll out, they made sure they got a positive matchup here for Ghost Nation. And it's interesting to see Ghost Nation pick up an assassin. And Dars here just going to look to pick up the Fiora, a champion that we have seen him on very, very often. And he has often carried games from hell and back with it. So now we get ready to get into the game, ladies and gentlemen. You have about 5 minutes before we get into the loading screen. So get yourself a snack, get yourself a drink, take a washroom break if you have to, because these are going to be bloody games. Alright. Thumbs up this. Here we go, baby. Bam! Booty bunny jump scare. Hey, yo. Du gâteau au fromage, on aime ça. On en rafale à tous les jours du gâteau. Nah, but for real though. I don't know. I just really like this art. Bro, like the way Kizan does butts and boobs, bro, like Bismillah. You should see some of you guys should see some of her other artwork, and I might change my wallpaper here and there to show some more sussier things. They're always gonna be closed, so it's not gonna be 18 plus lah, but don't worry about it. We're here to have fun. We're here to do cool shit. And right now we're here to cast a goddamn awesome game of League of Legends. Interesting here to see too hard on Ornn. But, I mean, the team needed a bit of front line. But what I fear is there's going to be a little bit of a lack of damage. I mean, you got Zinzao and the Fury Mel, so not necessarily the most consistent damage output, but you have a lot of scary scaling here from the side of High7. So I think for the side of Twinkies, you kind of have to win fast. If not, I feel like you're just going to run out of steam. That's like my best guess. Man, I love it when these bans go super fast and the players aren't fucking around for like 30 minutes because someone's getting their dick sucked under the table. It's like, it is so nice to see a draft like, bam, 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 like bullets on bullets on bullets on, There you go, man. Instantly locking in. The teams already know what they want to play. The masteries are already set in. 4 minutes to go until we get into the game, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you go get yourself a refreshment. Because if there's one thing we know about these two teams, is that there's a lot of ego. And what happens when you ego battle an ego team? There are a lot of weird tier skirmishes for clout, clips, and other things. If you see any clips, by the way, that you think would be cool to be shown on the channel from my casting, please make sure to use that clip button right here on YouTube, and you can send it to me, and I'll post it as a shorts after the I'll post it on the channel. Or if you want to post it yourself to your own channel, just tag my channel in it. Alright. Do we have spec delay? I think so. Do 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 la da do la da dee do la do dee da 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 dee do. Alright, 2 minutes to go until we get into the game, ladies and gentlemen. A friendly reminder, if you like the stream, smash that like button, click the subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and if you got some Jeff Bezos money, unlike Twitch that charges you $8 a sub, my subs only cost $2.99, and they go to actually helping a streamer out. Plus, they don't cost much for you, so they're easily retainable. So, if you're feeling in the Christmassy spirit, go on ahead and join the Sanctum family. Anyways, that's all the shilling I'm gonna do for now. It's funny because like champ select music, it's always like there's birds chirping in the background. But you know what I would really love as a Rift update? We don't need no Ionian, Spirit Blossom, whatever Rift, right? I would just like a Christmas rift, you know, like some snow instead of the grass and stuff, right? And you know, like some NPCs have a little Santa hat and stuff, but it's just like all nice and cutesy. But the biggest thing is, it's hella nostalgic for us older players because they promised us that we'd get it back someday. We never got it back. We've been waiting. We've been waiting since like 2013, guys. It's been 12 years that Riot has lied to us about giving us the Winter Rift. Apparently, it's too hard to change the color of the texture from green to white or whatever, but it's okay to change the rift from like green to pink for Spirit Blossom. So it's like, hey, at this point, man, I don't know. Sometimes you got it, sometimes you don't. Oof. Zakaki! There we go, as we get into the game. Ooh, okay, we got Soulfighter the Fury, we got Sinful Succulent Soaring Sword, Choo Choo! We got Bima, Cafe Cuties Lulu, Academy Vladimir. I mean, I'm a big fan of Bloodlord, but you know, that's because it's like one of the OG legendary skins in the game. The Cosmic Defenders itself is not bad. Interested in seeing the animations with like how the new Zinzao is, because the old Cosmic Defender was kind of cool. And Sinful Succulent's not one of the best Morgana skins, but hey, it's cool that there is a Morgana skin, right? So here we go. We're loaded into the game, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you guys are ready to have some fun. We've got ourselves only 3 teleports this game. FCC deciding to opt with it. So there's 1 combat summoner here on the bot lane for Twinkies versus 2 from for High7. Both mid laners decided to play pretty aggressively. We got the Ghost here on Ebola. We got the Ignite on Ghost Nation. And it is Phase Rush versus Electrocute. So we'll see here how well Ghost Nation is able to play the early game. Because we saw yesterday's the trash cast for the LQL that the Nefiri played by Ferk, you know, kind of went to town. And here Glizzy looking to get an invade in, really wants to get a Warden, but I mean, Morgana has started with the Dark Pool. And now we're just gonna get a bonk on the head here onto the Morgana, and then we're gonna go back to our lanes. Ebola tried getting some vision in answer here, but there was no vision available. Now it's interesting to see Too Hard play this Ornn into Fiora matchup, because it's normally not a good matchup like at all, you know. So I am excited to see. Oof! Wow, that Electrocute, that level 1 Electrocute proc is a little bit nasty. And we'll have to see if Bizun is able to pilot the Kog'Maw as well as FCC did. Because FCC does have a pentakill already in the offseason with this champion. In this Ornn matchup, Ornn is supposed to be playing on the back foot for the most of it. If Ornn gets a lead, he gets an early Bramble. Ooh, Dars with the lunge is gonna miss the hit onto Too Hard. Alright, the glowing eyes, the Bio-Arcane Barrage is active, which is the scary part of laning against Kog'Maw. Not Too Hard, and Dar's already out of consumables. So do have to be careful. McDabber landing a decent amount of poke with the Glitter Lances here early on. And Mel's not able to get all the poke that she wants onto the Kog'Maw, though Bizun is out of pots. So the sustain aspect for this lane is based on the shields that Lulu can give you, and if she's using all her mana for Glitter Lances. Here Ghost Nation putting some work in, and yeah, Dars is starting to zone Ornn away. Too Hard's got to be a little bit careful. Ooh, Dar's missing that cannon minion is pretty big. Maybe as a sign, but it looks like Too Hard doesn't want to fall for it. It's gonna instead decide to build an item. And you see how cheap the Nefiri spells are? She kind of just gets to do stuff. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay, really nice flash by Too Hard. Just out of reach. If not, that would have been first blood going over to Roxanne. Because if you get hit by that binding, oh, Glizzy is here in the bot lane. We're gonna get a knockup here, and now McDabber in a bit of trouble, but there's not enough fire back damage. Bizun is here looking to attack. Ooh, family car crash though. Gonna go down to McDabber, and we get the Yasuo ha 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 out of Alibaba. Oh. Oh, Glizzy here might be in a bit of trouble. The red buff though on the Glizzy means that he is gonna have to flash away. And is he gonna be able to dodge the next skill shot? No, he's not. And now Bojack is also dead. Wow, that's a 3-for-0. FCC and Ghost Nation are looking to collapse. There's no ult here. Ooh, okay. Ooh. And unfortunately, the little Nefiri doggos got called away, so the damage on the passive could not proc. The pack mates could not get their damage in. So for now, it is a 1.5k gold lead, and Morgana looking comfortable, at least in this game number 1. Looking at the money here, we already see an 800 gold lead, and Morgana has insane sustain. Plus, with how the jungle pet works, she essentially has infinite mana. Yeah. So, Lulu getting a pretty big cash in early. Already has the Kindle Gem boost and a Fairy Charm. She's very happy about that. Air Roxanne gonna continue just, you know, perma-farming. But with that 2-0 marker means that we're gonna hit that Black Fire Torch very early. I think we're probably gonna see Blackfire Leandries into Zonia's. Maybe see something else after, but I think that's gonna be the core that we're aiming for this game. And though Bizun is suffering CS-wise, he is down 20 plus CS, and he is down in XP. Okay, Ghost Nation looking to get aggressive on Ebola. The Tides of Blood are gonna come out instead defensively. So Ghost Nation has to back away. And here comes Glizzy with another rotation. But now Bizun is firing back. And High7 able to defend themselves from the onslaught. Also, priority to start this dragon. Looks like Ghost Nation has rotated first over Ebola. And here we go. We're locking in with the ult. Morgana doesn't have the damage. Ooh. Wow. Morgana gonna live by the skin of her teeth. And yeah, that is gonna be Roxanne's flash. So Glizzy does get the dragon here. Good job to the Twinkies. They'll be able to recover some of that a little bit of poor execution early on. Unfortunate to Ghost Nation, he did commit the ultimate. Didn't want to commit the flash because he thought it was already secured. Had he committed though, I think he could have ran off with a little bit more money. But it looks like we are going Leandri's first item as a sort of way to deal with the Ornn early. We do see the adaptation from Too Hard is that he has gone the Bramble first. So we might see a Thornmail first item. Could also just see Balmy secondary. But Thornmail really strong against the likes of Fiora. Ooh, but Too Hard getting punished a little bit on that bellowing charge. Gonna try and find Dars here. The launch gets cancelled. And yeah, Dar's just able to get a clean kill. Now the wave gonna be pushed into the turret. And Glizzy is gonna start the priority here on the grubs. So far, Too Hard a little bit behind CS and money-wise. And it looks like Gojak has rotated to help Glizzy. We've gotten the first... okay. The Soul Shackles are going to come out. The challenge here to cancel... The Crescent Guard here to cancel the Morgana ultimate. But Dars is going to be stronger. Here the Neferi ult for the reset though. And now we're looking. We get the second reset. It's got to be enough to knock up here on the Morgana. And then we're doing the damage. Morgana Ebola going to be able to take down Ghost Nation here in this fight. And at the end of the day, it's Gojak with a blue buff. And yeah, FCC just still zoning the shit out of... FCC still zoning the shit out of Bizun here in this draft. The Searing Charge gonna be applied to the turret, but no targets in range. So good job here by Ghost Nation to at least make the play even on kills. Although they are gonna lose grubs. Ooh, maybe not. Looks like we're trying to contest. Dars here alone in the pit has a grand challenge. But yeah, Dars just does a lot of damage. And now Ghost Nation. We're looking to secure. Ooh, okay. The barrier here from Bizun gonna be enough to keep him alive from the Mel ultimate? I don't even know what it's called. Wow, that electrocute burst is insane here from Ghost Nation. With the Eclipse proc, he gets a tiny shield, so he takes advantageous trades. Jesus, sometimes, you know, speaking English is a little bit hard. And yeah, Glizzy though, 0 for 3 so far. Struggling a little bit behind. We are going to be able, though, on the Twinkie side to secure these grubs, so it is going to be 2-0 on objectives. Okay. Now Roxanne are going to try and catch out Ghost Nation, and here we're looking to find Roxanne, and Ghost Nation is going to be able to assassinate Roxanne here. Unfortunately, no Seekers, no Zonias. Flash over the wall, but Neferi's cooldowns are very low. She also had her own flash, so able to follow up for free at the end of the day. Though, if you look topside, you see that the little bit in the gold gap means that the Hydra's already finished here for Fiora, so she's going to be able to sustain in between waves while poking Too Hard. Ooh, okay, gets stunned up here. The Grand Challenge almost off cooldown. Ooh. And that's just Dars picking up a clean solo bolo on Too Hard here. Too Hard having a fantastic MVP style performance yesterday in the LQL in triple best of ones, but in this weak side game, unfortunately, in yesterday's games, he was playing very aggressively on not weak side outside of maybe like the Mundo game, I'd say, but like the Olaf game, he kind of just went to town on people, and Ghost Nation trying to keep up a little bit behind in CS, but I mean, it's a little bit normal. Vladimir, you know, you get to that level 9 point, you have the max Q, and you, oh no, FCC not having the ability block form means that he is going to go down, and now maybe Gojak also dies here. It's got to be a 2-for-1, so you trade your support, you trade your bot lane for your bot lane. FCC though able to pick up, FCC able to pick up the support in the end. So 2-for-2 trade in the bot lane. But I'd say it this favors Twinkies. Guys, we still see about an almost 30 CS diff in the 80 carry, so it's gonna be a while before Bizun's online. And the second Mel is like actually online. The landed combo on the Kog'Maw, he's 50%. He'll land it again, he's dead. And you can do this all while staying outside of Kog'Maw's auto attack range. I mean, outside of the W range or whatever, but here Ghost Nation getting a little bit bullied. We went Horizon focus for Asylum here on Vladimir. I'm going to be fair, it's 125 AP and 20 CDR. It is worth almost 4,000 gold for the stats it gives, and you save 1,000 gold because it's only worth like what, 2,700 gold overall. So it's honestly a little bit crazy with how good this item is when you're just looking for flat CDR and magic damage. And Too Hard now in a bit of trouble, getting run down here. And yeah, no MR, even flashes. So yeah, Too Hard not having a great game. I see here just one Q able to do about 20%, and these Qs are on like 4 to 5 second cooldown. So if Bizun's not careful, he will just take a lot of damage. Although I don't think Ghost Nation can actually deal with Dars. Yeah, like here Ghost Nation, if he takes good electrocute trades, but the thing is, by the time the electrocute recharges, you know, like an extra wave will have come in, and then he's comfortable because of the Hydra and everything. Once that Triforce comes in, you know, those lunge procs, especially if it hits a Vital, are just gonna send, ooh, okay. We're kind of missing our skill shots here, so Bizun gets to Free Fire. Now Roxanne here looking for something, and the barrier plus the heal is gonna be invested. The Soul Shackles, though, might be the death of FCC, and we get even the Glacial Fissure out of we get the Glacial Fissure here. Oh, okay, the Hemo Plague, the pool gonna be used, and Vladimir just gonna laugh as Nefiri walks away. Oh, okay, but now we have the Ignite, force the Ghost, force the Ghost and the Flash, and now Too Hard looking to get away, but another Grand Challenge has been invoked. And yeah, that's Too Hard just getting run down. Still doesn't have a full item, and things are really, really not looking good for him. Yep, all chat, playable, yep, that's, I mean, that's a Fed Fiora just running down a tank. She does true damage. You get hit by the Vitals, it's kind of over. You can't even hit back with crowd control because then she just stuns you and kills you. It's like, bruh, it's like, ugh, fun. But yeah, no, this looking like a really good late game scaling draft from the side of High7. And I mean, well, they're not behind. They're ahead 5,000 gold at 16 minutes. So, and we almost have a death gap here on Ebola. Looking at the money, I mean, sure, Ghost Nation's only 600 gold behind, but in terms of the value that the items he's buying compared to what Ebola's buying, Ebola is making off like the Wolf of Wall Street right now, scamming people, like making them pay $2,000 for like a stick of gum at this point. It's crazy the value we're getting. At least FCC here with the two grubs able to put some turret pressure, but yeah. That's about all the good news we really have. Ghost Nation is trying, but he's still down 30 CS. And the Fury items just aren't as valuable as these flat AP items that Vladimir is just able to buy. He's able to clear the wave, and even if Nefiri all-ins him with the Ignite, Vladimir presses W, or he presses Ghost, and he just runs away. He doesn't have to care. Okay, we've got the Rift Heralds here summoned in the bot lane as we get ready for this Ocean Dragon. Okay, scoreboard down. Looks like we might be challenging for Dragon. FCC looking to bounce back the, okay, well, that's, we are getting the Dars teleporting. Though Dars is not taking much damage. 2 hearts coming. Gojaks are trying to arrive, and they all have to try and survive. Alibaba gonna take a turret shot here, and yeah, that's Dars. Yeah, Dars is just able to zone. The wave's not anywhere near, but Ornish just gonna die. And Roxanne is gonna die to the turret shot. Unfortunately, took way too many turret shots. The Orn Q actually fantastic here, blocking Roxanne from being able to get out. The flash was available, but I feel like he didn't wanna invest it. So looking at it, very, very positive play from the side of High7. But I mean, these are your eternal champions. And so far, they are looking fantastic. They haven't even have they dropped a game yet this season? I mean, this is week 2. So when they played, no, sorry, this is week 3 for Eternals. Oh, Jesus. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sometimes the headphones. Well, I don't know. They're sentient. We have a bit of anti-heal from the side of FCC, but here comes the Hemo Plague. And yeah, Ebola just able to ghost up, get slowed down, doesn't have the pools, but that's a shutdown. And now we're getting onto Bizun. Another ultimate, the Glacial Fissure, but Bizun's got shields, heals, and deals. And he's able to fire back. All this without Dars, who has a majority of the extra gold here in the team. Vladimir also, even though he got shut down, did pick up his death cap. And that's going to be another turret here for High7. Yeah, Too Hard doesn't want to stick around, because if he sticks around, well, he might just die. But Jesus, look at all those flowers. It's almost like we're playing Flower Garden Simulator with how many petals there was there. But here with the Kog'Maw and the Morgana, we have a fantastic DPM check. Surrender vote failed here for Twinkies. So we're pretty much acknowledging that this game is cooked at this point. Ghost Nation tried, but unfortunately, he's the only one with a positive KDA at this point. He's doing a decent amount of damage, but he's just not fed enough to where it makes a difference. If we were comparing Ghost Nation's Nefiri to Ferk's Nefiri from yesterday, Ferk's Nefiri yesterday, at this point in the game, had like 3.5 to almost 4 items. Also, fun fact, when Nefiri ults, she will dash to the first target she hits. So, if you want to stop your carry from getting assassinated, you can just cut the ult off by blocking it. And objective bounty picked up, so lower the gold diff. Yeah, but Ebola, you know, level 15 here on this Vladimir has how much AP does this man have? 500. He's got 2 items, he's got 500 AP. Is that balanced? That's like Viger numbers. Oh, ooh. Dar's not going to be able to make it to kill off FCC. We're going to try. And, okay, we are going to be able to get a shutdown. So that is a gold reset here on Ornn. But now Ornn is worth money again. I don't know if that was worth it for the Ornn to take. Maybe Glizzy or Mel should have tried taking it. But, hey, anything to get this front line a little bit tankier. However, there's a Kog'Maw on the enemy team, which means you're never truly going to be tanky. Ebola throwing down the Hemo Plague and looking to get a lot of damage. Roxanne going to burn due to the little doggos, but they're just slapping them with the wallets right now, and it's not looking that fun. We even went Rylai's on Morgana, so the second you get tagged by that W, you're almost perma-slowed. It's almost guaranteed. Another inner turret gonna go down. Now we're gonna stop the soul stacking here from the side of the Twinks. And yeah, look, Fiora almost on 4 items, comfortably just AFK split pushing. Did go down again, but hey, I mean, everyone's got a gold lead. Except for Bizun, who's down like 200 gold. But I mean, technically the Kagma's full build. He's got the Borg, he's got the Ginsus. Now, once you give him like the Terminus or whatever, is gonna almost be unkillable. You give him a Wit's End, and, or I don't know. Honestly, he doesn't even have to build the Rune Ends if he doesn't want to. He could straight up just build like a Randuin's. He could just build 4 tank items, and he'd probably do fine. But here, what's scary is that Dars are getting close to hitting that level 16, so they're rank 3 Grand Challenge, and is going to be able to not get griefed by Ghost Nation's little darkened daggers. We've got the boots upgraded. Surprised Lulu has not upgraded her boots yet, but I do like the build. Mikhail's Redemption with Dreammaker. I mean, yeah, Bizun's not dying unless he really wants to die. There's just not enough durability on the team to get past the first threat and then get on to the other threats. Roxanne now maybe in a bit of danger. Here has to flash after the Soul Shackles. When it becomes lightning, it's going to be dodged in retrospect. And yeah, I mean, we did get the ult and flash out of Morgana. A little bit of a misplay there by Roxanne. But looking at the 8,000 gold diff, I'm very well aware that I believe I can say this. It does not matter at this point. And I mean, the Morgana lands 1 Q and W, you lose half your life, bro. That's how Leandri's Spellslinger shoes works. And now she's working towards BFT healer. Look, Jack has to flash over the wall. Ebola kind of going to town. And now we're fighting on multiple fronts. Ghost Nation trying to survive. And Ebola is just throwing down the hammer. Look at how much healing the man gets. It's going to go down to Glizzy. But, it's going to go down to Too Hard. But now gets Bizun gets a double kill. All during that time, Dars is just ending the game. He's threatening to end the game. So, you need to send like the Afghan military, the Zionites, and everyone and their mother to stop this man. The Grand Challenge going to come out, but here we are just going to kill Ghost Nation. And with the Grand Challenge, healing to full with the Death's Dance. And that's just the ace. They get the Baron. The people are dead for 10 more seconds. That's a turn that's going to be taken. And Dars just taking over the game. You don't give him a counter pick matchup for free, especially not a matchup he's played thousands of times. This man is just ready to win. 2-0. Go home. Are the Twinkies going to be able to give us a little bit more of a fight here in game number 2? Because if not, it's going to be a really fast 2-0, keeping the record. Oh, wow. Okay. And Dars here just going to town on people. Looking to break the inhibs and stuff. The spell immune really nice here on the winner's bite. But look at how big that shield is. Look at how big that shield is, and that inhib is gonna break. The minion has done enough. Now Dars picks up a Shojin right off the bat, and yeah, he doesn't even need full boots. Bizun here getting heals, getting shields, and he's just going to town. We're getting the teleport in from Dars, and yeah, that's gonna be the end of game 1. Now we're just padding the KDA, we're farming, and yeah, that's going to be the end for game 1. And getting ready to get into the lobby for game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go back to the super webcam while we do the weight arenas. I'm just logging back in on RuneScape, clicking back to do the super AFK. We are waiting for that game to invite. While we do that, I will go ahead and load. Oop, no. Do not open the Twitter. Do not open the Twitter. Do not open the Twitter. Holy shit, bro. The Twitter. Holy shit. Yeah, it's not safe for work. Okay. Woof. All right. There we go. All right. So while we wait on that invite to come on through. What is this notification? Is this the only notification? Can I get an invite? Oh. Alright, looks like there was just a game 1 sub. It looks like Phyrexia is back here for game number 2, I think. I'm not sure. Alright, so this week we have Twinkies versus High7, which is what you're watching right now. Tomorrow we have Exodia versus DME Forgotten. And then Friday we have Los Luzerinos versus, I believe, Team Extreme. So, and then I think there's a Saturday or Sunday cast coming up, but I'm not too sure. Haven't been informed of yet. So, looks like Twinkies are going on red side here for game number 2. Would definitely love to see Too Hard in a matchup that's less abusive, because even without jungle help, Too Hard kind of just lost the lane like level 2, level 3, and when it was kind of Jover, it was kind of Jover, you know, like when you lose the game to a bully, tu stream mes 2 teams each week. Well, Caro, I mean, I do what I can. I will, if Reynars is not getting broadcasted by Eternals, I will always ask for an Exodia stream. And they just happen to be playing you guys. And while, I mean, if you guys are playing Friday, Friday's a good day because it's not during a clash day or something else, and I normally never do anything on Friday anyways, so Friday's just a really good day for me. So, I like it. I don't know, I like the content. I'm here to give the players the content that they deserve so that they can do their scouting, their note session, because the broadcasters only want to cast 2 games a week out of 8. So, you know. Moi, je fais ce que je peux. If I can cast 6 games a week, I will cast 6 games a week to give you guys the full-on Eternals experience. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do that. It is very taxing. But yeah, I'm here for the players. I've said it since day one, even when it was for Le Mamago, you know, I'm here for the players. I'm not here for me, bro. If I end up getting if the YouTube channel if I end up getting partnered with YouTube at 1,000 subs, I'll be super happy. One of my bucket list dreams. But honestly, I'm just here to make the player environment better for you guys because it feels like you guys don't really have much of a voice. Plus, I don't have to follow the same rules you guys do, so I can kind of do whatever I want, and I just love watching and casting League of Legends games. So it also gives me more stuff to watch on. Plus, hey, it gives my YouTube channel more attention, and I don't know, I think people like it. I don't think people have a problem with me casting their games or casting the scrims and stuff, you know, like I'm just here chilling. And if ever anyone actually has a problem, I do respect their wishes. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Caron, for subbing to the channel. Remember to ring that notification bell if you actually want to watch any of these videos. Or also ringing the notification bell will let you know whenever I'm live on Twitch. You'll get an email notification saying, this guy is live, watch him! That's all my inbox is other people going live on YouTube. So yeah. So we're just we're just waiting on the draft to be prepared. I have the link up and all. It's just it's not ready yet. Alright, looks like. Oh. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's why I had the League client itself muted. It's just so that way you guys don't hear my DMs when I'm talking to someone. Oh, yeah, my bad. Let me give you guys some music. I'm so sorry. I was just yapping and yapping and yappatroning, and I didn't give you guys any music. I'm so sorry. If ever I forget to do something, by the way, like when we're like out of game or whatever, you can always nudge me. I won't ever be annoyed if someone backseats or makes a comment or whatever. All feedback is always welcome, you know? As long as you're respectful, it's all that really matters at the end of the day. If ever you have song requests or whatever from video game franchises and or other things, you know, always let me know. It is a possibility. Right now we're on the kind of like League of Legends style thing. We're getting into the draft here for game number 1, so I'm going to have to wrap up what I'm yibbity-yabbing about. But let's see here if the bans do actually change, because often, especially in Academy, the bans are just staying consistent. It's against Twinkies, it's always Vayne, Twitch, and something else, but now the Wukong getting banned away, well, also still getting banned away. Yo, hello, Mohammed. Yo. I see your message. Don't worry. Yeah. Hi again. Dang. Alright, well. Man wants to say hi. Hey, I mean, chat interaction is cool. I don't mind it. Alright, okay, interesting. We're taking the Diana here away from we're We're banning Diana away here from Ghost Nation. So that is something interesting. So let's see what High7 here want as their first pick. Normally we do very often look at jungle. Can I do a backflip? No, I am not flexible enough to do a backflip. I do apologize. Wait. Where's Charmander? Charmander can do a backflip. You ready? Are you ready? Whee! There! Charmander backflip just for you. Alright, so we got the smolder locked in for High7. It looks like they really just, they want to close out the 2-0. They're just like, alright, we took your Kog'Maw. Now we're taking now they're taking the smolder, and they're just like, it's Jover, bro. Alright, Ghost Nation locks in the Ahri. We got a mid lane that now, has a little bit more, let's say, versatility. Though Ebola was able to kind of, take a dookie shed on poor Ghost Nation last game. So we'll see if Ghost Nation's able to hold his own. You're welcome, Mohammed. In this lane, as we definitely do need to prioritize a good lane here for Too Hard. I believe that if Dars just gets another winning lane matchup and and Too Hard gets 0 jungle attention, that it's just a 2-0. Because you can't give an AD bully priority and then let your top laner go 0-30 all game. Because then you're second in the rotation, and even when he does rotate, he just doesn't do any damage. Ooh, the Graves buffs are live, so we're here to see what Roxanne can do with them. So essentially, it's a little bit of an early game nerf with it's a scaling buff. It's an early game nerf. So he's going to be a little bit less strong super early on, but he scales better towards the late game now than he ever has before. So very interested in seeing Graves in the jungle. And now we got Twisted Fate for my boy Ebola. Not that Twisted Fate's a bad matchup into Ahri, but it's just not something you often see. But Twisted Fate does have the making money passive, so very often he will kind of just be ahead even when he's not, just because of how much money this guy is able to farm. Okay, Too Hard picking up the Jax here. Okay, interesting. I mean, it is good into the Gwen, which Dars has shown. And thanks, Mohammed. But I'm not sure I would have shown my hand right now, because unless this is Jack's jungle here for Phyrexia, but it's not something that you often see into Graves. I mean, it's fantastic because, blocks the whole auto attack shindig and takes less damage from the Q and the ult when Counter-Strike's active. But it is rare nowadays to see Jack's jungle, because normally it's like a game 3 or game 4 hard fearless pick in most players' pools for the top lane when they're playing carries. Alright, Realm Nautilus taken away. We're taking Melio away here from the side with the Jinx. I mean, I would like to see some engage. We saw Enchanters and Braum last game. I feel like we need a little bit of action, because we don't really have many good ways of starting team fights on either side right now. It's really Ghost Nation or what looks like Phyrexia finding an opening with a Leaf Strike or a Charm. And from the side of High7, it's a gold card from TF. And I mean, who do I think will win right now? I mean, I do prefer the draft here from Twinkies, but we'll have to see how it ends up rounding out. High7 did play with a lot of priority, and they won pretty much every lane outside of bot lane and top lane. High7 won every lane outside of jungle early. No, they just won every lane. Yeah. Okay, so we got Renata here with the smolder. Makes a lot of okay. I mean, the Johnny can be really good to keep the Leona and the Jax away. But it still doesn't solve our engage problem. We currently have no way of going in. I mean, if we're betting the whole game here on a Twisted Fate gold card, I think it's gonna get risky. But I mean, if High7 get ahead fast enough, I think just we're gonna get a repeat of game one. It really just depends on what Too Hard is looking to play here. Sorry, what Dars is looking to play here. Okay, I mean it's a Mundo, and there aren't that many good answers into the Mundo right now here on the side of Twinkies. So we'll see. Because I don't think you want to put the Jax into the Mundo, because Mundo will just clap the Jax and turn him into a breeding machine. It's just not fun. Like Mundo lands a Q, walks away, presses E after counter strike, wins the trade, picks up his pill and laughs. And he does this the entire laning phase, and then he ults and he's got a billion AD. Alright, Too Hard here, looking to log into Mordekaiser. Alright, so a champion that can do good into the Mr. Mundo. My day was okay. I did wake up early today, so I finally got to do stuff. Got caught up on some anime, watched some AI president content, and I made some really nice bacon fried rice. It was delicious. Overall, team-wise, I do prefer the side of Twinkies because they have actual engage. They have better ability coordination for front to backs. But I mean, seeing how oppressive High7 was in game one, you can never count them out, even with these weird drafts. Even with these weird drafts, you can never truly count them out because they're kind of like they're special. They're the special team. Sometimes they just get shit done, and that's just how it is. Ooh. Players are getting ready to get into the game. Reminder, if you enjoy what you see here on the stream, multiple ways to support me as a content creator. You can, one, subscribe to the channel. It's free. It takes a second. Click that big red button. Ring that notification bell if you want to see uploads every day at midnight, and I believe on Tuesdays and like Saturdays it's at like 10 a.m. If not, also, if you've got that Jeff Bezos money for only $3 a month, you can join the Sanctum family. Helps me make more cool content and afford upgrades like peripherals, video games, and other things. For the most of it, it's gonna be peripherals because I don't even have time to do the dailies on all my games. So it's a little bit crazy sauce here, if you know what I mean. You can get tree saplings from these motherfuckers? That's crazy. Painting cat bulls. It's definitely interesting. What did I dream about today? I don't remember. Normally, when I go to bed, I kind of pass out, and then I wake up, and it's the next day. We have about 4 minutes before we get into the game, so if you gotta get a snack, take a bathroom break, or get yourself a drink, make sure you go get one right now. You're not gonna want to miss out on this action, as this is match point here for High7, and they have one hell of a spicy draft for us. It is, I believe, the first game for both Graves and Twisted Fate. Life's good. Play video games. I watch anime. Create content. And cast League of Legends. It is what it is at the end of the day. We've got ourselves a quick draft once again. No stalling on the picks. And about 4 minutes to go. So here we go. It's going to be interesting to see if High7 is going to be able to maintain such a big lead that they were able to in the first game. Because here, the matchups don't look so lopsided. There's good scaling here on the side of Twinkies. And they're actually playing an 80 carry this time. I mean, Ari versus TF is definitely a better matchup than the Fear of Vladimir. I thought the Fear of Vladimir was fine. I just felt like Ebola went to other lanes, kind of picked up more kills, and just kept getting value where Nefiri wasn't able to. And even though Ghost Nation was trying his best to keep up, was thanks. I try to grow it out sometimes. I do shave it quite often because sometimes it's a little too itchy to sleep with. But yeah, for the most of it, I let it grow. Especially like in winter, when it gets cold and stuff, let it grow a little bit more. But in summer, it's almost always shaved. Like, I don't think I keep it for more than like 2-ish weeks. All right, here we go. Entering the spectator delay. Let's see how long we have to go until we get into that game. All right, we got about a minute and a half to go until we get into the game. I'm excited to see if Bizin's gonna be able to hold his own against FCC. Because while he did have a better KDA than FCC, because overall the team was just winning, I do want to see him try to hold his lane, hold himself CS wise, because he did fall behind almost 30 plus CS very early on into the game, and he is playing the smaller now. So oh, that's weird. The names aren't displayed. That's interesting. Okay, maybe that's a new bug with streamer mode. I don't have streamer mode enabled, but okay. We'll have to see. Hopefully it doesn't translate to a problem in game. Here we're going to be turning off the League of Legends music just shortly as we get ready to get into the game. Hopefully we got some cool ass skins. Maybe even we see that that fractured Jinx is getting an update very soon. Me and Charmander have been through a lot. I got this guy. Jesus, I don't even remember when I got this guy. I don't think I don't even think I spoke words when I got this guy. This guy's been with me like my whole life. And he's a backpack. I can't put him on because, well, I have like football player shoulders, and if I put him on, well, I'm gonna break the straps, and I would hate to break it. Okay, we got Star Guardian Jinx. We'll see if it's the Chroma. We got Cyber Halo Janna, not the Precision, fortunately. It is a Chroma on the. It is a Chroma here for the. Oh, okay, it's a Silver Chroma that Gojek has on the Pool Party Leona. So here we are now. We're in the game. Back to standard summoners for teleports. Heal versus Ignite. Cleanse versus Barrier. I mean, there's a charm. The stuns from both Leona and Phyrexia. So it does make a lot of sense to take the cleanse. And we are looking for some bot side cheese. Maybe able to burn an early summoner of Bizun, as he does only have cleanse. So it would make his laning life a little bit more difficult. Ooh, Bizun might be in a bit of trouble. The flash here. And yeah, that is the flash from Phyrexia, the flash ignite from Gojek. And that's going to be first blood here to Phyrexia. So now Roxanne gonna have the opportunity to get a deep invade going. But it does mean that we are also starting the game with a little bit of extra money. We're gonna Corporate Mundo here, skin from Dars. And ooh, maybe we're looking to catch Phyrexia at ooh.
Hold it, partner.
Well, we're looking to catch too hard. Now he has to flash. And yeah, that's just a good look. Roxanne did flash, but that means that Phyrexia is not gonna have access to her top side. Of the jungle, at least not for the red buff. We'll see how much Roxanne is looking to counter jungle. Are we gonna see some vertical jungling? But remember, there are no sums here on this Leona early, so the aggressivity is probably gonna be toned down as Bizun held his summoners. But they did need to. Oh, okay, the flash here now. Ghost Nation gonna get tagged. Okay, that is the flash on TF. So that was used pretty early. A little bit of momentum gained, some pressure relieved in the mid lane, and yeah, that's gonna be a 3 buff here for the side of High7. And the Mordekaiser not having flash or TP early on in the laning phase does hurt. And Phyrexia is going to be able to... oh, okay. Wow, okay. The mind games here from Graves. Roxanne going to go from Phyrexia's red to his chickens to now into his own blue buff. And looks like he'll just about be done that camp. They'll be about even on damage. And now Phyrexia in a bit of danger because the red buff's still active here. Ooh, okay. Okay, Dars did have the flash over the wall here. Now Baba maybe stuck between a rock and a hard place. Ebola is going to be able to dodge. And Ghost Nation in a bit of danger here, though. Doesn't have access to the flash. A smokescreen gonna come out, but Roxanne takes a kill. And not only that, Roxanne also defended her blue buff. Yeah. Roxanne plays for AV and is the team captain here on High7. It's his team. So we see a little bit of a CS discrepancy as we did between FCC and Bizun here early. The cleanse was forced out thanks to a nice play by Gojak while we were watching that top lane, that scuffle in the top lane. And yeah, now Phyrexia is just gonna be permanently down a camp or two. The chickens are also respawning. So what's my opinion on Graves? I feel like early on he got a bit of a nerf, so he's a little bit less of an oppressive jungler, but he scales much better into the late game now. And I really like that, because I felt that as an aggressive jungler, he kind of, like Renekton, really fell off super hard in the mid to late game, you know. But as now he's just like kind of like Kindred. He's viable as a mid to late game style jungler. And here we are getting recalls from the bot lane. A pickaxe, a longsword picked up, and FCC probably wants to get the crash into the turret. Is gonna be a level up or half a level up. Though is 2-ish waves. Now does get the better recall with the BF Sword Dagger, so it's going to be Yuntal's versus Essence Reaver as a start. We could see a Shojin start here for Smolder, but I think it's more likely we're going to see the Essence Cleaver. Essence Cleaver, damn. That'd be a cool item. Just a sickle axe. But yeah, okay. So we are getting the okay, too hard, might be in a bit of danger. And Roxanne just looking to bully a little bit, trying to chunk about 30% of the HP here available on too hard. So he does have to consume a pot. He's gonna take Dars to the Shadow Realm. And now Mundo has access to the Super Pill. And yeah, there's just not enough damage. We get the Destiny here into the gold card. And with the Pow Pow, it's going to be enough. FCC trying to fire back here on Alibaba. We are going to land the Zenith Blade here onto Alibaba. But FCC might be in a bit of danger. The barrier has to be invested. And that's going to be the feats claimed. Tornado's going to be dodged. The Zephyr's not going to be enough. And FCC with the double kill in the bot lane. That's the feats claimed here for that's the feats claimed here for the side of Twinkies. Though the top side, the slight jungle diff, it looks like we are getting an early black cleaver here on to the Graves. That is a very interesting build path. Normally we used to see a lot of Yomu's IE, Yomu's Collector, that sort of style of play. But I guess we're playing more towards the scaling aspect of the mid to late game. A nice charm here by Ghost Nation. Gonna practically electrocute, chunk Ebola down. But I mean, TF is going Roa, has the Ghost. If he has the back, able to take a good back. So we'll see here when TF is able to, because you see, even though he's down a kill, but he has an extra assist, he's even in gold because of how his passive works. Essentially, whenever TF kills a minion, he rolls a dice, 1 to 6. That can crit, but he gets 1 to 6 gold per minion kill, up to 7 to 12 depending on what crits. If it crits, it doubles. Okay, we're trying to get on FCC here. We're going to slow down and just get the smoke screen out. Dragon, though, was taken by High7 Phyrexia here. Now looking for a little bit of a jungle invade payback, if you would, to try and get. But FCC is eating a lot of poke. However, he has finished his first item, so is looking comfortable. Is gonna have to maybe pick up a little bit of the Wampa Wampa fruits, just to stay a little bit healthy. Roxanne is just looking to invade more and more, but Ghost Nation is on the prowl here. Ghost Nation, Wojak is defending the turret as best he can. Eats a tornado to the face though, not having much fun with that. Too hard though, doing decent in the lane, but because of the gank, not necessarily having the advantage he wants to have. And Phyrexia now looking to get onto that blue buff. The cleanse forced out of Bizun thanks to the solar eclipse. No, Phyrexia really wants to get in, but we've got the Destiny from Twisted Fates. And now with the Destiny, we're able to get... who's going to get the buff? And it's going to be taken by Roxanne. Here comes Too Hard. And Too Hard's going to take an insane amount of damage. Force the flash over the wall. And that's Dar's just able to win the trade. Smokescreen going to come out the flash gold card here on TF. It's going to be enough. Roxanne Bruno on a rampage here on this Graves early. And you see here the TF just making bank. And now might even get a plate in extra. Depends though. Yeah, that is going to be a bonus plate here for Ebola. So that is his Rod of Ages finish. He does have access to his TP. And now Bizun and Baba, they want to get a plate as well. Still no first item. Okay, we don't have the flash here to get onto Bizun. The really, really nice tornado. But now Alibaba gets jumped on. Zap comes down here. But Graves is in the backline. Mom is used to try and clear the back wave. But Alibaba has to use the flash in response. However, the top side here for Twinkies is just much stronger at this point. The Super Mega Death Rocket is going to connect. Ghost Nation is the first mid laner to make the rotation, and there's no Destiny available, but Graves does so much damage with the ult. He's looking, gets a double kill, and now Baba going down. And Ghost Nation trying to go even, but there's just not enough to damage to take down Ebola. That Rod of Ages makes him so tanky. Once again, Dar's not going the push build. Does finish the Warmogs before it's turned online. If we just look here real quick, yeah, need 2,000 bonus health to have the item's value, which is why you normally want to have the Giant's Belt, because when you have the Giant's Belt plus the Warmogs, you're normally good to go. But I think like he's doing okay in lane. Has a kill, 2 assists. You know, not necessarily too far behind. And he does outscale this Mordekaiser really, really hard. Ooh, missing the cannon though. A little bit of sussy-wussy. And, ooh, okay, Gojak is going to miss the minion kill. Alibaba with some nice angle-breaking mechanics here on the Janna. It's very rare that we do see Janna, but she does have to go Swifties because her kit is movement speed based, which is a little bit weird to say because it's one of the only champions in the game who has a movement speed based passive and a movement speed based W. So essentially, the more movement speed she has, kind of like Hecarim, the more damage she does. And the more helpful her shields are. Yeah, get a nice tornado, knocking up FCC, but it's starting the difference in value. Bot lane is starting to add up. We've got 1,200 gold, nearly 3 plates to 1. And though Graves is having a lot of fun against Phyrexia, who is struggling to finish her first item, and Graves easily working on his second. And Ebola now has the Roa, so he has essentially infinite mana, and he's just there to chill. We got the dragon spawning. It is gonna be the second objective for either team. The Destiny is available, is gonna be proc, so Phyrexia is backing away. We have Mom's being summoned, gonna chunk Ghost Nation and Gojak, but the Eclipse is gonna find no one. Roxanne goes in, steals the dragon. And now Twinkies have to run for the hills. And Ghost Nation here forced to use the Spirit Rush. But too hard, starting to win these trades against Mr. Mundosen. And now Mr. Mundosen does have the Warmogs active, so he should essentially have infinite HP. But let's see if he's able. Ebola is taking the turret aggro, but with that Rod of Ages, he's got insane HP. So, ooh, okay, the isolated Q not gonna land. Okay, Graves though now 2 levels above over Phyrexia. And you gotta be careful. Okay, the charm gonna land onto Baba. Here Phyrexia doing a little bit of damage. Do they have... Oh, okay, they do have the charm to get on him. And they're gonna try and get in to get some damage. But Bizun does a lot of damage on Roxanne. I mean, he's fed. He's levels ahead, bro. And now Bizun gets another kill. And that's going to be blue team taking the turret. So they're going to claim the feats. The feats are going to be claimed on the next objective that is fought for. But Herald is up. Roxanne is just clearing her bot side, probably then taking a recall. Actually, might not have to, because the jungle pet means essentially if you do damage, you've got infinite sustain. But looking at it, he's got 2,000 gold. So that's probably another item finished. So we'll see here. We got the Magi's now 10 stacks here onto Ebola. And this draft that needed to not be ahead early, well, it's early. Phyrexia's Jax has not looked very clean. It looks like the Graves pick was able to catch them off guard. And that early invade play, plus the cheese kill onto Bizun, didn't really matter too much. And now TF is starting to drum up a gold lead. 1,400 here at this point. The Janna looks fantastic, because now if ever Leona or Jax try to engage, you know, you just press the Janna ult, and then, well, if Jax uses flash to get in, but that's 5 minutes versus 1 minute cooldowns. You're just winning. And now TF has a cleanse, so he can't be locked down by the Ahri. Bizun has his cleanse up, so they're looking good for the Otacon fight coming in 3 minutes. Who knows if we'll still have the cleanse. Now we're rotating Ebola into the bot lane, to lane against Ghost Nation, because that's just how things work. Now we almost have the IE. The 2 item marquee on the smolder is what we consider important. Let's just check real quick how many stacks he has. He has 147 stacks in 17 minutes. Not fantastic, because normally we're looking at that 225 option around the 22-23 minute mark, but here might be the 24-25 minute mark. So a little bit slow down in the scaling. But I mean, look at how fed. Here comes the Destiny from Ebola. Mom summon, FCC in danger, and just look at how little damage we're getting done. Janna here might be forced to ult. But having already done that, Bizun takes a double kill. Ghost Nation forced to run away. And the Twinkies have to run for the hills. We summon the Herald in the bot lane. And now Roxanne goes back to farming. Mundo goes back to having priority here. And things just looking fantastic. Yeah, it looks like High7 still looking like the strongest uncontested team here in Academy. Even able to play very spicy champion picks to the point where traditional drafts look a lot different. The bot outer was taken also. So, yeah. There is a 2-level lead in almost every lane, so that's and now even Dars is starting to counter jungle, so Phyrexia isn't gonna have resources. Now we got the Chainlace Thrashers, we got the Heartsteel and the Warmogs here on the Mundo. We're looking very comfortable for this mid to late game transition. Smolder is online with 2 crit items, now even ahead of FCC. And, I mean, TF is just printing money. Has almost full stacks on the Magi's, has his upgraded boots. Now working towards that Cosmic Drive or maybe Lichbane. And we are starting the Ocean Soul point for the side of High7. I don't think you can contest at this point. It's a one-item Jax versus an almost 3-item Graves. Yeah, that's almost 5,000 gold lead here in the jungle. And Roxanne has really had both Glizzy and Phyrexia's numbers. And look at how tanky he is. Oh, he might go down here. But Dar's able to take down FCC. And now we grab a Wampa Fruit and we're back up. Mundo just grabs a double kill for free. And yeah, it's pretty Jover. Heartsteel stack to boot. And yeah, that's gonna be an inner turret now. You're taken for free with another 3-for-0 team fight. And now we're just claiming even more things. Another inner turret taken by Dars, and yeah, this Mundo is looking happy. Up almost 4,000 gold. Wow. That's crazy, man. Dude does so much damage, and that's gonna be the Otacon. Outside of Grubs being taken, this is almost gonna have been like a perfect game. I mean, sure, there have kills that have gone down, but at the end of the day, yeah, things are rough. Mundo just recalls, buys a Titanic off the bat. One shot, the Lichbane's now finished. IE's finished. We're nearing that redemption here for Janna. We're nearing the maybe IE here for Graves. So yeah, we're doing a lot of damage. And there's not much of a front line here for the side of Twinkies. Roxanne also level 14. Phyrexia is level 11. And yep, now Ghost Nation might be in a bit of trouble. And yeah, Phyrexia tries to help Ghost Nation out, but that's just going to be another successful gank. Not too hard. I'm going to look to find Dars, but I mean, I think at this point, he finds you. It's like you're not stuck in a room here. I'm not stuck here in a room here with you. You're stuck here in a room here with me. And now we're looking to get some more damage done. Now we just don't have enough damage to kill Dars and FCC. That's just an ace, a 5-for-0. Mundo gets another triple kill. And that's going to be the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. High7 with a dominating 2-0 finish for their week. I want to say this is week 2. Maybe it's week 3. I'm not sure. But I think this is week 2. Yep. Damn. That was a very, very fast series. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching. We're going to be live tomorrow night casting DME Exodia versus DME Forgotten. Another org clash match for week 2 of the Prestige. So we'll see you then, I believe at 7 p.m. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, have a fantastic night. Thanks for watching. Smash that like button, subscribe, and hey, if you got that Jeff Bezos money, hit me up.